KSL Brightside with Ethan Miller.
Do they not have enough of us recorded already? They could just do this in AI.
And Alex Keary.
We're not even real. This entire show is just a hologram.
This is KSL Brightside, the after party. But it's before. With Ethan and Alex on KSL News Radio.
Welcome to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Miller here with Alex Keary. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we're really looking forward to what we have planned. First things first, though. This is Friday, and we have endeavored to do some first world problems on Friday. And I think that...
I do want to lower people's expectations on a Friday, and hopefully that helps do it with the first world problems. You know what we do on Fridays are dedicated to not caring.
Yes, that's a good point.
I hope that people are in that space right now.
If you got a first world problem that you'd like to share with us right here, please do that. We'll enjoy it. And then also, what we're going to try and do is, I think if we get some good ones here, that we'll collect them and use them on the air.
If you're unfamiliar
today, we'll credit you. You know, we'll give you credit for it.
But
we'll just note them.
We will. We'll keep them rolling in here. I'll get one. Can I get one? Can I help you? Should I kick it off, or are you just going to tell them a first world problem? Can I give them an example of a first world problem? I saw one today.
Not yet.
No. I'm not doing the news article that made me think of it. I just thought I saw one today that I thought, this is so me. It's the most me, and
okay.
It's not. I'm not using it. It's not like it's not the thing that I'm not giving anything away. It's not my best one. It speaks to me because I feel like this is kind of me too. First world problem. I read this person and I went, this is phenomenal. I live equidistant from two different Costco's.
Oh,
okay, but there you're already kind of going, well, that's not a first world problem. That's great. It's actually more convenient for you. They were like, one sells the creamy Havarti sliced cheese, but no squeezy mayonnaise. The other one sells the squeezy mayonnaise, but not the creamy sliced Havarti. And I thought, that is the most stupid. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, and I've never related with something more. I hate when I get to a Costco and I just assume they're going to all be the same, and I'm like, what is your problem? You don't carry the same thing of the stuff that I'm used to? So get your first world problems in. Very similar to something like that. That one spoke to me very, very much.
All right. Next up, though, this isn't really a first world problem. This actually is a really real problem.
Okay.
We got this first video, Caitlin.
We're heavy. We're heavy video, by the way.
Yeah, we're heavy video
edition.
today, which I wanted to try because I felt like we're here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see what this is.
Well, people who are listening on the radio certainly can't see what it is. But
this is boom. This is a phenomenal explosion. Look how amazing that is.
Bezos. He wasn't on that, right?
No. Right. No one was on it. But this is a Blue Origin rocket. This is a rocket belonging to Jeff Bezos. They were running a test on the launch pad and it ignited.
Oh, geez.
Ignited.
So they weren't trying to launch it. They weren't in the midst of launching it. It blew up with something else going on.
It was a test. Bezos says, "quote It's too early to know the root cause, but we're already working to find it." Which
you don't need to tell us that, right? We already know. I would hope you'd be looking into it. It is a fireball, and the thing is here's why you know it's extremely crazy is that how far away those cameras are when they're picking up.
Yeah,
it lights up the sky. It's obviously. I don't know what time of the day it was, but I assume it was like an early morning. That is a
deal. That is a nuclear style mushroom cloud. Is what that is. That look at this, and then those things that fly off the sides. Zzz.
Yeah. No, we've all. Do you remember?
Breathtaking.
I'm not trying to be macabre here, but I remember being in first grade and us watching the Challenger launch on TV.
Oh yeah, I watched that at school.
As a first grader, I remember being because we didn't know what was going on. I remember the teachers all running into the hall together and they immediately they're in a group and they're crying and hugging each other.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, this is really weird because you don't really see what's going on, but once you figure out what's going on, it's like, man. So when you see explosions like that and you see parts of rockets come across from that, my brain immediately goes to that because of how insane of a moment that was kind of in U.S. history.
Yeah.
And just, so you got a couple things going on this week. Blue Origin blows up before it even thinks about taking off. Then you have, I think Elon Musk and the whole, I think what's his SpaceX.
Yeah.
They got grounded this week for That made it sound like they're teenagers. They got grounded this week because they didn't show up on time during curfew. They're on the ground. They're forced to be grounded because they didn't sign off on certain things that they were supposed to before they did their launches. So like you guys aren't flying right now.
I hadn't heard that. I did hear though. I did see a headline that this upcoming IPO for SpaceX,
yeah,
could make Elon Musk our very first trillionaire.
What happens if we hit trillionaire status on the face of the earth? Should we just
I
shut
think
it
we
all
give
down?
up.
I was going to say, shouldn't we just shut everything down and go?
I think at that point he becomes president of the world.
Don't you always hear those funny things though, where they go, "Yeah, but the person who owned the Dutch Indies, they technically would have been worth $14 trillion back in the day if we would have gone with inflation." You know, when you hear those kinds of numbers, and I'm always like, "Yeah, but right now," because you remember when Apple, its worth at some point may have gotten to that where they felt like it was worth $1 trillion. I don't think we've surpassed that though. But a single person, just floating out there worth $1 trillion, then we've hit a weird space in humankind, right? And at that point, I don't know. Shut her down. Shut her down. Spectacular video though of that launch though.
Yeah, extremely cool. All right, next up on Brightside for today. This is the story of ranch dressing.
Oh no!
Now I don't know if you love ranch dressing as much as Alex does.
Certainly not.
I know you really like ranch dressing.
Well, I settled down. Like, stop making me out to be the ranch lover that I don't know. I don't want to overstate it.
Which is the best brand?
Okay, so this is a great question. From a local standpoint, the Harmon's Ranch that you dip their dressing, or that they give you with you when you dip the stuff in it, phenomenal. And I'll tell you why. Sour cream based. All right. These other ones that are kind of oil based, and I would say ranch dressing is great. And Hidden Valley, God bless you, you've helped us put ranch on the map.
So of the shelf ones, of the shelf stable ones,
yeah.
What do you think of the best
Wild
ones?
Coyote, I think, is another Utah. That's a Utah zone. They make that as well. I think Big T's is also very, very good. Lighthouse does okay. Any of the big houses, any of the Hidden Valley Ranch was like the OG. It was the classic. But it's not like I think I used to. Do you remember dip pizza and ranch? Like, that's a very Utah. It's a very U.S. thing to do. I used to do that, and I don't. I used to put it on spaghetti when I was a kid, and I think I got over that. I'm not as big of a ranch fan as I used to.
Hold on. Do you remember 90 seconds ago when you told me that I shouldn't paint you as some kind of big ranch guy, and then you went into this breakdown of ranch dressing?
Well, I was just telling you, you can't, because I love food.
Let me tell you.
I'm not gonna put up with just oil based dressings. Give me a sour cream based dressing that tastes phenomenal, and like that's where it's a good start right there.
So let me tell you why we're talking about this. Hidden Valley Ranch.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're the original ranch dressing, but
who knows? Who knows where it got originated?
Probably
Nobody knows.
The most popular, right?
Yeah.
For the Hidden Valley, which, as far as I know, does not exist. the Hidden Valley, I don't think exists.
There are places called Hidden Valley,
but there's no Hidden Valley Ranch.
Right.
And which it bothers me. I'm going to tell you, bothers me. But they rolled out a dream opportunity for somebody. They're looking for ranch ambassadors, 2 teams of 2 people who will travel Europe, sampling European foods, pairing them with ranch dressing, talking about them, and promoting ranch dressing throughout Europe, because Hidden Valley says they don't do any business in Europe and they want to change that. Now, it was open application. They said anyone can apply. They have since said we have all that we need. So they're not taking any new applications. But nevertheless, this did not stop many, many Americans from completely debasing themselves on video on the internet in order to try and get this job. So let's look at a few of these. These are what people did to try and get Hidden Valley's attention to say, hey, I should be the ranch ambassador, including this young woman who decided to drink that entire bottle of buttermilk ranch dressing. Now, first, though, I thought this was amazing that this giant ranch fan first tried to drink it with the safety cap still on it. So she had to step away and then get a fork
No, you got to get
to try and get into that. So she steps away.
Yeah.
She comes back. Here's her fork. Yeah, this seems like a ranch expert to me.
She's obviously not somebody that Hidden Valley Ranch wants on their team. When she didn't actually know how the product worked.
She drank that entire thing in under 10 minutes.
Ew.
Which good for her.
Okay,
that's wonderful.
So I got two things going on here. Number one, I want to find out how many calories are in a full bottle of ranch dressing if I drink it. Okay. And again, Dear Google works out very, very well.
Yeah.
If you drink the standard 24-ounce bottle, you're going to be roughly drinking between 12 and 1,700 calories. That's actually not bad.
That was not the 24-ounce bottle. I think that was a 32-ounce.
That was a big one. So let's just go ahead and say she probably surpassed the 2,000 calorie mark. Can I need to correct this because I don't want to go any further if we're not going to be truthful to what Hidden Valley Ranch is. Ethan, do you want to know the origins of Hidden Valley Ranch? So first of all, Hidden Valley Ranch is the original ranch dressing of all mankind.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know this. So if you were to wonder where ranch dressing was developed in this world, in our country, because it is our world.
It was here
in
the
Utah.
United States.
Oh no, it was here in the United States for sure. But where? Where do you think it was developed? Ranch dressing,
California, almost certainly.
You would have thought
California.
ranch dressing is one of the most American foods you could think of, and it was invented by a man named Steve Henson. I do love that we know where it came from. Some of these things where they're like, we don't know, just people started putting herbs and spices together with buttermilk a long time ago. Steve Henson in the early 1950s.
Okay.
All right.
Where did he live?
While in Alaska, as he worked as a plumbing contractor invented ranch, which is great because I think that plumbing contractors typically love ranch. Here's what the deal is. In a remote camp, he started making dressings for all of his workers to dress up. It was made of buttermilk, mayonnaise, herbs, garlic, onions, and others to make meals more appealing. Basically to make them palatable because they were disgusting.
Yeah.
In 1954, Steve and his wife Gail bought a guest ranch near Santa Barbara, California.
Oh.
And named it Hidden Valley. They served ranch to all the guests who were there. They loved it so much they started taking it home and stealing it from the restaurant that was on site. The Hensons began selling the seasoned packets and then also making it in-house themselves and selling the bottles. The dressing was then bought by the Clorox Company in 1972.
Of course.
The Clorox Company bought it for $8 million back in 1972. So Steve Henson, congratulations.
Let's watch this next
I
one.
wanna
This
see
is
more of these.
two individuals. This was their application to become Hidden Valley Ranch ambassadors.
So it looks like they're dancing with the bottles.
And they have completely covered themselves in ranch dressing.
Oh, disgusting.
Is this the image that Hidden Valley Ranch is going for?
So I knew that Hidden Valley felt like they were probably going to get these. So the whole thing is to be a ranch ambassador, or a ranch ambassador. They said for Europe specifically, I thought, right?
What they want people to promote ranch, not to deprave themselves.
Right, I was going to say.
With ranch. Let's look at another one. I think we've got a few.
I think
one
that
or two more of these.
Americans embarrassing themselves with ranch is not the way that they want to be portrayed across Europe.
What they need to do is they need to do this on the streets of Paris. This would go far. All right, this person came with a song.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Ooh.
It tastes so good, it makes you
wanna
want to
dance.
Everybody
Hey.
now.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Come on.
Hidden Valley Ranch. Come on now.
It tastes so
Good, it tastes so good, it makes you wanna dance.
All right, so good effort.
Good job.
I'm
assuming none of these people became the Ranchbassadors then.
But I like that one because it didn't make me want to throw up.
What is this? Caitlin's showing us a picture right now. Oh, no. This is a set of feet. Oh, my goodness. They're putting ranch on their feet. Foot massage with the ranch. I want to die right now. I cannot see
It
this.
says self-care the Hidden Valley Ranch
Oh
way.
my
Or Hidden,
gosh.
yeah, Hidden Valley way.
The Hidden Valley way.
You're going to
Putting
break your
ranch on
neck. You're going to break your neck.
Well, okay.
That's
yeah,
going to
you
form
will.
a sheen of oil on the floor of that shower.
That won't come
That
off.
man is going to break his neck.
No. That's disgusting. You can't do stuff like that. I will say that
That's
our obsession
revolting.
with so by the way, Italian dressing has not been America's favorite dressing since 1992. It has
Really?
not. Ranch dressing is the number one dressing that we sell in all of the land. At one point, it was the number one condiment.
See, when I was a kid, it
it's
was
not.
always Italian.
So
Always Italian
right.
dressing.
So now, do you remember that shaker bottle that you used to have with the But we had like the glass shaker bottle where you made Italian dressing in that bottle, and it was a certain mix of like the powder, a certain amount of oil, and a certain amount of water, and then you shook that thing up, vinegar, sorry, and then that's what you eat, and it was like a specific oil and vinegar ratio shaker. It had the little measurements on the side. That's how we did it. But they have the ranch dressing is now not the number one condiment that we use in the United States. It's salsa. They just say salsa is our number one used condiment. And I don't look at salsa as a condiment. Do you?
I do. Yeah. I eat salsa the same way people eat ranch. I dip things in it.
Yeah.
I pour it on things.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I think of a condiment as being like a spreadable thing.
I mean, salsa is not a meal. I could make it a meal.
So
it's a condiment
is
for sure.
spreadable.
But yeah, I mean, technically, you speak truth.
Look,
Caitlin.
take Caitlin's word for it.
No.
We just saw it spread on feet. It's spreadable.
But here's the thing: is that they're trying to do this so that we're ambassadors, so that they get a ranch ambassador for Europe, right? Isn't that what they said? I know worldwide is what they're talking about, but they have this hang up
this year.
Well, they have this hang up with Europe because they're like, Europe makes fun of us because of how much ranch we eat as Americans.
Well, can you imagine going to Italy and putting ranch on your pizza there? That's part of the problem.
So that's offensive just hearing it.
But here's.
We're putting it on some spaghetti. I know kids who put it on spaghetti when they're kids.
Let's watch this. In fact, here's some young ladies who put it on spaghetti.
Oh no. Okay. So here we go. The noise on this one's the one that gets me.
Send us to Europe as Ranchbassadors. We love ranch on everything.
Oh my gosh.
A little more.
No, the sound. Oh, the sound. Okay.
Stop.
I blame all of you guys for all this.
I personally picked this one because it grossed me out, but I didn't really want to play it.
No, I knew why. I know. That's part of the deal. So, okay.
Alex, let me tell you this. We all get real sensitive about European
what they think about
the
us.
US.
I know, yeah.
We need to let that go because I don't know if you realize this, but I have just over the years come to realize, and I have experience here, that Europeans, for the most part, do not know what they're talking about when it comes to Americans. Europeans have a bunch of dumb stereotypes.
Right.
And that's all they are. And they love to pull out those stereotypes.
Oh, for sure.
And describe them to you. They are worthless. They do not describe Americans. They can be real funny, right? And they can be real offensive. And in that moment, it can make someone from Europe feel very superior. But they do not know what they're talking about when it comes to Americans. So
Europeans,
I would say we need to stop worrying about whether or not Europeans like ranch dressing and what they think about it.
How about this?
We just need to do what we do.
So I'll say this. So you're familiar with what's the fry place here with the waffles and frites, Bruges. Mm-hmm. So Belgium basically invented fry sauce, right?
Yes.
I know that you don't like to hear that as Utahns, but like as it stands, the mayonnaise-based kind of aioli stuff like that you see, they do so well, the mix of mayonnaises and things like that get you going. Now here's the thing: is that because I was reading this thing, it was like Americans, or they were saying Europeans' relationship with the reason that ranch is not very popular is because Europeans' relationship with salads is different. That makes it sound like okay.
Depending on where you are in Europe, a salad can mean any number of things.
Yes, and so they say salads are often just treated like it's a lighter side dish, which we pretend like that too. But they usually putting a thick, creamy dressing on a bunch of on a side salad for them does not. It seems very odd because they're usually doing something lighter like olive oil and vinegar. Or they're doing like lemon juice and olive oil. Like that was a big one. When I lived in Argentina, they just put lemon juice and oil on stuff. And I actually love that. Like that, it's a phenomenal thing. But here's the deal. Don't act like you're so superior to us, Greece. Yeah. You've been making tzatziki sauce for however many generations. All that is ranch dressing. Isn't it? Oh no, it's not.
No,
it was. Look out! See, I knew the high and mighty thing.
That's disappointing.
All right,
you're not telling me it's like a little bit like their take on ranch dressing. That's what it feels like.
I want to hit a couple of these comments.
What does it have in it? Some dill, some it's dairy based. It's got some spices in it, some garlic. Come on. Tell me that ranch dressing and tzatziki are not cousins. They freaking are.
I've got a couple of comments here.
What?
From the Cheshires. According to Jim Gaffigan, ranch dressing is made from buttermilk and sadness. And I wholeheartedly agree. So he agrees with that.
I agree with that.
I think Daniel says, interesting. Alex isn't gatekeeping his ranch opinions. That's true. He's free with it.
Because they're talking about you, or you go, I'm not going to tell you about what my favorite dressings are.
No,
I'll leave that to myself.
I have my reasons.
I want to go to the grocery store to be able to see it for myself, and then I take it and no one else can have it.
And then in response to the ranch feet in the shower, Daniel also said that's worse than graffito. You remember graffito?
Yeah, I remember graffito.
We should bring that back. Would you do it? Would you do it?
Graffito was one of our more weird attempts at.
Did you ever see graffito?
In my Facebook stalking of your old show, I did see it, and I think it's funny.
What was it? Pictionary with feet,
Yeah,
basically.
I mean, I was entertained.
You had a big old marker, and you held it between your toes.
Yeah,
I can find old videos for you.
No, please don't.
Well, they're there.
I will say that my feet are not. They're in camera shape. I could put them on camera right now if you want. I'll put some ranch dressing on them.
So let's just put this down for next week.
Okay.
Graffito?
No. So.
All right. Next up, and is this our last one?
No, we got a couple. We got a couple.
Well, we got two more. All right. Yeah. So this young man. Hold on. Let me get his name. I forgot his name, but I've got it right here. So it has banned a young man named Allen Ferrell.
Who has?
Six Flags has banned Allen Ferrell from Six Flags parks, and because he filmed himself doing a stunt on one of their roller coasters.
See, when you say that
at Cedar Point,
when you say filming himself doing a stunt on a roller coaster,
it sounds like something cool, right?
It sounds like
let's watch his video.
Yes,
yeah, let's watch his video
instead.
A 10-piece nugget while on a roller coaster. What is wrong with you?
Eating a 10-piece nugget on a roller coaster?
If anyone asks, I do not have chicken nuggets in my underwear.
So, did he really store the nuggets in his underwear?
I hope not.
Because if he did, that's...
Oh.
So he gets on there, and he's eating them, and he's like, having a hard time, and then he gets the sauce out, right?
So this is the problem that I have right here.
And he gets the sauce out, and look how the sauce just goes everywhere.
And you would imagine it would if you're going 60 miles an hour.
You can only imagine the people behind you, what they are doing, right?
Not being happy, I'll tell you that.
So he gets down, and he high-fives everybody. Yeah, we're amazing. It is the problem is the sauce.
Yeah, well, just the
you
nugget
can't be
in general.
flipping sauce around everywhere.
But here's the thing too: when you're holding a nugget, if you let that thing go, then it's a projectile.
Do you think when he got off the ride, he flexed his pecs and went, "Let's go"?
No. They showed him when he got off, and he goes, "I failed," because I don't think he ate the full 10
He didn't.
piece.
It
right?
just went past, but I pulled it off too soon. He had like 4 left.
Oh yeah. Well,
so he
it'd
failed.
be hard to do. I'll tell you why he failed, because I don't know how long the typical roller coaster ride is. It's not very long. So trying to eat 10 of anything, even small things, would be quite an accomplishment. But he's banned for life from all of their parks.
I'm surprised he couldn't do it because he looks strong. It looks like he's been working out. He's got that tank top so that he can show off his. But he's got the tank top so he can show off his muscles.
Yeah.
He's been taking his peptides.
He's a walking That's what I was going to say. He's a walking peptides commercial.
And I'm honestly surprised that because I ride roller coasters as an almost 50-year-old man, and his reaction to those, like to the G-forces, was a little bit like, I was surprised he was that vulnerable to the G-forces.
See, what's crazy about this is that, do you remember when, was it Fabio who got hit by the goose?
Yeah.
Remember when, this might be before Caitlin's time too. Do you remember who Fabio even was?
Yes,
it
but
wasn't a goose, but it was a bird.
It was a bird strike on a roller coaster. And it was during like a press event while he was on this roller coaster. It just so happened.
in the front seat.
And it broke his nose. Do you remember how bloody he was?
Blood everywhere. Yeah, the blood everywhere. He
was the guy on all the romance novels with the hair. And he looked very similar to Ethan and I. And so he had like it hit him straight on.
He had my muscles in your hair, is what it was.
And so it hits him square in the nose. And I remember that shot of him coming off of it. And people were like, "Oh, whoa, what's going on with Fabio's face? Whoa, is he bleeding?"
He was just sitting there. He did not move a muscle.
No, it was terrifying. I mean,
he did not betray any emotions.
It was a bad deal.
I was just surprised. I felt like that guy with this guy, Allen. What's his name?
I love how you need to know his first name. Who cares?
It's Allen Ferrell.
Allen Ferrell. I just felt like he looks to be so strong, but he was so weak on that ride. He's "Oh, I killed in my arm. Oh, I can't chew this.
Yeah. This nugget's too strong for me." But when they did the slow motion and the sauce hits the wind like it would on a roller coaster and just gets thrown backward, I'm going, that's why if you're Six Flags, you ban that thing. Now, you'll get copycats, right? First of all, I guarantee there are other people who do this. They just didn't necessarily film themselves. If they did, it didn't get as much traction on social media. Here's what I like, is that the internet found this guy. He was chewed up and spit out by Six Flags, by the internet, and said, hey, we've decided what your fate is because of what you put online. I like to see stories like this.
You like to see people get banned?
Yeah, I like it. I like to see them. Look, just like I like to see when something good comes from it. We were talking about the Dr. Pepper girl. She's saying a Dr. Pepper jingle, and she turns out she gets herself paid by getting a Dr. Pepper jingle. I like when the internet pays off like that. I like when the internet gives us a payoff on this, which is the guy from the field who drove his truck in the field in the Utah field a couple of weeks ago. I like that the payoff was that he got beat up by the internet. You know what I mean? I like that he got a citation or a warning or whatever from the police.
Yeah.
I like that this, by the way, that got legs nationally. That story got legs nationally. And then it was a whole round of other people going after this dude for driving in this farmer's field. I like when the internet gives us a beginning, middle, and an end to a story.
You like the mob.
Yes.
I like the mob.
In certain ways. The mob mentality sometimes can go a little too far. Banning somebody from this guy's not getting canceled. Don't act like he's getting canceled by the internet. What he is his dumb behavior got squashed immediately. And I'm glad the internet came and it conquered, and we were able to thank everyone out there for going after him. Now, the comments are a bit much.
Is it possible that those muscles are implants?
He can't afford that. Yeah, he can't afford that. No, you can't do you could, but have you seen the dudes getting the butt implants lately? That's the thing.
I've not seen that.
It is a thing.
That happened a lot up in Fruit Heights.
We're like per capita the highest.
Walking down the street, every other dude.
No, I mean definitely I have the European dude no butt. You know what I mean? I got the
Hank Hill.
Yeah, I have the Hank Hill. For sure.
What do they call it? The diminished gluteal syndrome.
I have the diminished glute for sure, and it hasn't helped that I've lost weight. Maybe I'll consider putting it back on again if I could just get that full figured tush back.
Hey, look, if you need it, like for sitting and things like that, at that point it's an orthotic device.
I will say that I've gone to my kids' baseball games and I'm like, dude, how is it going straight? This aluminum bench is straight on bone right now.
Yeah. No, that's your spine.
And and I need to get a hold of
that's the base of your spine.
I need to get a hold of our insurance company and say, look, I'm going to need those fake glutes. I'm going to need the butt implants so I can get things going. Yeah. Start to feel like a human being again. Get respected again.
Look, I'm going to send you the episode of King of the Hill that addresses this. I think it'll help you see,
Millard,
that you shouldn't be afraid of real medical needs.
All right. Millard, this is not our last roller coaster story of the day, by the way. I think we have...
Oh, really?
Oh, we have one that's like... This is one actually kind of got us started off.
Oh, that's right.
And that was the terrifying video that we have come across that became the news that people couldn't keep their eyes off of. 7 people were stuck on a roller coaster more than 100 feet in the air, and it elicited a dramatic rescue, which I love. I love dramatic rescues. Anything I can get a dramatic rescue. If I can get the helicopter out, let's take a listen to what it sounded like as they're trying to get these folks. And by the way, they're straight up. They're vertical, right?
Yeah, at least they're not upside down.
That's true. But the straight up and, oh boy, the straight up and down that we're getting here on this. I want to. Is this the news? Is this the news?
This might not be the one, but let me see what.
Okay, we'll see what this one is.
Sorry, my computer just.
No, that's fine.
No, it's okay.
We can do this while we're on.
But you know what's interesting though is they got people up there. Of course, you've got the ladder right from the ladder truck, and you got the firefighters up there. And at that point, they're doing basically your standard kind of harnessing routine.
One at a time, and that the rescue became even more challenging after the department's man lift had mechanical issues.
Oh, geez, that broke too?
There was one that we were listening to that was like a live play-by-play.
Oh, it had the chopper on it?
If this was happening at Lagoon, we would be doing the exact same thing. Just going to say that.
For sure. No. And I, listen.
I wouldn't want to be on TV like that.
No, you would not
either.
want to
Can
be.
you imagine? Look at them getting hauled out of here backwards.
I know this looks very uncomfortable. Hold on, what's this guy saying? What's this guy saying right here?
Reassure them that the equipment they were putting on them was going to keep them safe.
Except for it broke.
That's some of the things they were saying to the occupants up there on the roller coaster.
I do think that the the part of the story that we shouldn't bury the lead on is that these people who were stuck up there on a mechanical thing that failed 100 feet above, that the rescue equipment also failed, by the way. Like our equipment, it broke. Jim, did you check this? No. Did you check it? No.
But it usually works.
Last time we had to rescue a bunch of people from a roller coaster, it worked. I don't know. Hold on.
I don't know why it's not working today.
Hold on. Let me hit. Did you put the 9-volt in? Like, I just, it's very disconcerting that the two things that tried to save you, or that you're trying to get on the roller coaster breaks, you get stuck on it. Then the rescue equipment shows up and they go, it's broken. The mechanical equipment broke. I don't know what to do with it. So
I'm interested to know why. Well, I guess probably because they didn't know when they'd be able to get the car down, right? Is probably what it is. Because it seems like if the car released the brakes, then it would just kind of...
They'd fall to their death? Yeah.
Well, no, it would slide back down on the track. But apparently...
See, this is the one this guy needed. This is where that guy needed those nuggets.
Information from the Galveston
This was the live
police
one,
department
I think.
and the fire department.
I love it so much.
So, as we've been saying, 8 riders from the STEM school in Houston stuck on the Iron Shark
bunch
roller
of smart
coaster
kids
at Pleasure Pier.
Pleasure
Fire
Pier.
department is using a
Not
tower
today.
truck and tower to get them down safely.
This guy's
it
commentary.
Involves each student in a safety harness.
Mm-hmm. What else?
They have at least, well, we've seen maybe three riders down, and we'll continue to work to get the others down.
And you can see a ladder. The ladder appears to be
I
silver.
love how he said we'll work on it. You're not doing jack squat from the studio, Mike.
So
There's
Jeez.
a man on the ladder wearing black pants.
Patient process for firefighters. They do a lot of rescues.
Listen.
Rarely do you see them having to rescue at this height above the Gulf.
Oh, Pleasure Pier, great name for that band that you
Isn't
wanted
that
to start in
what
high
the-
school, by the way.
Isn't that what the amusement park is in Pinocchio?
Oh, I don't know.
What is it in Pinocchio?
I'm not sure. Especially as they dangle precariously above the bay, Mike. Like, I mean, come on. Don't try to make this more dramatic than it is. Stop it. You don't need to do this. Ethan.
Finally.
Yes, what do you have?
We got one last thing, and this is a video also. So if you've ever wondered why people live in Arizona, we still don't have an answer for you. This video shows someone's drone footage of a sandstorm, an enormous sandstorm that hit down in Arizona. Now, Arizona is our neighbor to the south, but it seems like just a completely different place. You'd think that we would have more in common with Arizona than we do, but do we have that video? Oh, here it is. So you can see it. This is a drone footage.
Is this technically a haboob?
This is in the Queen. Yes.
Is that what they call it?
Yes, and this is the Queen Creek area.
Dude, we don't have those things here.
Anything
right?
like it. Anything like it. And you know
wow,
what?
That is dramatic. That is a wall. That's straight up out of the movie The Mummy. It looks like it's CGI'd into the Arizona landscape right there.
On top of this, Alex, it's probably 110 degrees.
Oh, yeah, most certainly. So it's hot with the sandstorm that's approaching. How tall do you think that is? 200 feet? A 200-foot wall of sand cloud coming at you? I mean,
at least I would
dramatic.
think that it was.
Now, as we're watching it here, like I said, I mean, it looks so dramatic, and I don't know what is the end result of something like this. Is there 2 inches of?
I think everyone dies.
I certainly wonder if you could breathe during all that. Do you just get in your house? What does that do to just like a normal car?
I think you just pull over. I mean, you can't drive.
You
in
can't
that.
see anything for sure.
I think you just pull over.
Oh my goodness. So that's the kind of stuff that makes me realize that we live in a pretty blessed place, right?
So there are a number of things. Arizona with its heat and its sandstorm. Why do people live there? Florida with the hurricanes and the alligators.
And the
why on earth
Florida man?
Why on earth are we living there?
Mm-hmm. It's a great question.
I can't think of a good reason.
I love it. I do love that the Ethan just goes, I want to see this sandstorm video and just remind people that Arizona sucks.
That's exactly what he said this morning.
Oh, never mind the year-round golf and the fact that
year-round golf. You like golfing in a 110-degree sandstorm? Do it.
I've never seen okay. I don't know what technically how does a haboob happen? I just like saying haboob, but I mean I just want to know what the cause of them are.
No one knows.
It's an intense dust storm. generated by, I know it's a shocker, strong winds and weather fronts or downdrafts during thunderstorms that happen
suspected that, I
in
guess.
desert areas, including the Middle East, North Africa, and Australia. Also happening in North America. You can also observe, and this is why you should live in Arizona, Ethan. These have also been observed on Mars and on Titan, one of the moons of Jupiter.
Yeah.
So,
see, this is a phenomenon that they have on the moons of Jupiter.
And you want to live there?
And you want to live there.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna see.
I don't get it. Cheshire's weighing in here. It reminds me of that scene in one of the Mission Impossible movies where they're in Dubai. I remember that. That's what I thought of too. That's exactly what I thought of as well. So,
I'm asking AI to give me a great reason to live in Arizona.
Ammon Dude in the comments regarding the Galveston, Texas roller coaster that broke and then the emergency equipment that broke. On brand for Galveston. LOL.
Dude, I have a Galveston story. If you'll, it's now in Curie family lore.
I've never been to Galveston.
So have you ever heard Charles Barkley talk about Galveston? He calls it Galveston, first of all. And he's like, well, that dirty water down there in Galveston, because people think that they're going to go to the Gulf of Mexico and it's going to be beautiful. And anybody who lives near the Gulf of Mexico, near Galveston, will tell you it looks like Yahoo chocolate milk. And it never changes.
It really?
Yeah, it's not like, oh, wow, the water's kind of not able to see through it very well.
I didn't know that. It
looks like that all the time. And so when we were growing up, we didn't have family that lived by us. We didn't have family that lived close to us. And so our Thanksgivings were always like my dad and mom going, let's just go do our own thing. So we spent Thanksgivings. I had a Thanksgiving dinner one time at the Outback in San Antonio, Texas, for example, because my dad's like, this is us this year. We went to Galveston and did a horseback riding. And Galveston is not great. And so I agree with what's
But they got some cool roller coasters.
Well, when they're like, and they're hanging precariously over the Gulf. They make it sound like they're dangling over the Gulf. And I will say the Gulf is not great. It's not a great place to go. Lots of Curie family and Thanksgiving spent there. And I have my wife showed me this picture the other day of me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I decided that. And as a chubby 14-year-old, or as a chubby 13-year-old, I remember thinking to myself, why did I leave the house like this? I was wearing like those Adidas, like 5-inch inseam shorts, and for some reason, and I was like on a horse. I'm riding a horse in Galveston, but I'm wearing a coat because it's also cold. And I'm like, what are we doing? I was like, why did my parents want us to go to Galveston to do horseback riding? It's the least Curie activity that I've ever heard of, us riding horses on the freaking beach in Galveston during Thanksgiving. And yet we did it. So
I would love to travel for Thanksgiving.
Reasons to live in Arizona. You ready for them?
Yeah.
Brutal summer heat. Often temperatures routinely hit 110 degrees.
Yeah.
Walking, exercising, or even touching metal surfaces can be uncomfortable or dangerous. These are reasons to live there. Air conditioning is a necessity.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's on the license plate there, by the way.
Yeah.
Arizona relies heavily on the Colorado River for groundwater, or groundwater for their own water. And the Phoenix metro area is enormous. Many residents spend substantial time driving, and commutes can be lengthy despite wide freeways.
So let me tell you something. I was in Mesa.
Sounds like a billboard to go live in Arizona.
I was in Mesa last summer. Had to go down there. It was a just a thing Emily and I had to do, and I'd never been to Mesa before. And
really,
let me describe it to you.
All your time in the predominant faith here, you never made your way down to a wedding in Arizona?
Nope.
Wow.
And here's what I discovered that Mesa is. If you've never been to Mesa, this is what it is. Imagine being in South Jordan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then
Sandy.
take out all the trees.
Okay.
And turn up the heat another 20 degrees. That is Mesa, Arizona. It's got all of our restaurants. It's got all of our stuff. It's got all of our stores.
I love our stuff. What is that?
It's got all the churches.
Yeah, it's
got all the LDS churches everywhere.
Yep.
It's just so much hotter, and there is zero shade anywhere. There are no trees.
Ethan, don't encourage them to come up here. Don't encourage them to come up here. Keep them down there. You know what I mean?
I agree. But we can't stop them. It's 110 degrees down there, and there's no shade.
No,
we can't stop them coming up here.
No, they love it. They said it. Long-term drought and population growth have raised concerns of the future of the availability of water.
You know what happens? You know what happens every May in Mesa. Everyone goes to high school graduation, and all the 18-year-olds say, "Get me to BYU.
Please,
get me out of here. Get me to BYU."
All right, Miller.
That's what happens.
We're gonna walk downstairs, and our Friday edition of KSL Brightside continues. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're screwing around quite a bit on a Friday, which we love. So we'll be back again, of course, in about 10-ish minutes downstairs in the newsroom. Tune into KSL News Radio wherever KSL News Radio is found on your dial, but also on your podcast feeds. Download the podcast wherever fine podcasts are found. You can always stream this show on KSLNewsRadio.com. You can also check out our YouTube page as well and stream it there live. For Ethan, for Caitlin, I'm Alex. We'll be downstairs in just a few.